Let's get the game going here. Let's pop this over. Perfect. We've got webcam. We've got 3 minutes. Well, I appreciate your patience for 3 minutes. I don't deserve it. The puppy. He's so sad and neglected. Yeah, he had. I mean, it's starting to get to the point where everything starts to melt, and he was having trouble with the slushy ground, help finding a place to potty. Um, Also, we've got two exciting things today. I am so fast. I'm fast. We've got two exciting things. First, if all goes according to plan, we're getting a dedicated microphone today, so we should be able to get better audio quality. And then if we do have a dedicated microphone, I'll be able to put the game audio into my headphones, and then I'll be able to hear it a lot closer to the way you hear it, so I'll be able to better address sound issues directly instead of having to rely on you telling me if there's a sound issue. Mr. Puppy, you're such a whuppy. And then secondly, since we did finish the main quest last week, um, after that, off camera, I went and I also re-cleared up our inventory to get all the extra stuff out of our inventory. But now we are ready to go get to Tribunal, the first major expansion to the game, the first of two. First was after the main game was released in 2002, then they released the Tribunal expansion, I think something like 9 months later, and then the Blood Moon expansion something like 3 months after that. So we're getting to the Tribunal. Oh, you're the wrong person. You're not who I'm trying to talk to. We're getting to the Tribunal expansion starting today. So if you ever saw, whenever we slept and we got attacked by the assassins who were dressed in all black, that's the Dark Brotherhood. And it starts this questline, Dark Brotherhood Attacks, which is basically motivation to get you to get involved in Tribunal. So the very first journal entries an attempt was made on my life as I tried to rest. I do not know who wishes me dead, but I should report it to a guard. And then you mention it to a guard, and they say, Guard has told me my attackers were likely members of the Dark Brotherhood, and that I have been targeted for assassination. He suggests I should speak with Apelles, Matthias, and Ebonheart. And Apelles Matthias is recently arrived in Cyrodiil, and you'll find him inspecting the grounds. So now that we're in Ebonheart, we're going to go look for this Apelles dude. Should be wandering around here somewhere. Because he is the introduction to Tribunal, which is he. However, I'm trying to phrase this. You talk to him and you arrange your transport to Mournhold, which is the capital of Ardenfell, and it is how you get to Tribunal content. Hello, do you know where this guy is? Walking the battlements. Why did I say it like that? Who says battlements? Like, I definitely know better. Hey, there's the guy I'm looking for. What's this about the Dark Brotherhood? You say you've been attacked by them. The fact that you're standing here seems to suggest otherwise. You know who I am? They can't take me out. Perhaps you have been attacked. That's bad business. I don't know who it is that wants you dead, and I don't want to know. Dark Brotherhood activity here on Vard. See, I'm dumb. I didn't check my volume to see if he was actually reading it. I don't need to read it at the same time as they're reading it. The mainland.
Yes, in Mornhold itself, actually. If you're feeling particularly suicidal, you can check it out for yourself. Of course, it's not easy to get there these days. Even though the blight seems to be gone, Mornhold is wary of visitors from Vardenfell. There is one way you might get there, though. Speak with Asienne Rane about transport to Mornhold. She might be able to help you out.
Okay, and who is that?
She's a mage who arrived in Vardenfell the same time I did. Special appointment to Duke Gren himself. Nice woman and a powerful mage. You should be able to find her in the Grand Council chambers here in Ebonheart.
Grand Council Chambers. Perfect. She can get his transport.
That's what you'll need if you're so hell-bent on tracking down these Dark Brotherhood assassins you claim have visited you.
Yeah, it's not that I claim, they have multiple times. If we tilt the camera down, we can see the puppy. Kind of. The puppy's there. Look how sad he is. He's just so sad. He's the most saddest boy. Okay, so she is somewhere in the Grand Council chambers. Grand Council chambers are over this way. Not you. Not you. Nope. Hey, that's you.
What may I do for you?
We're trying to get transportation to the mainland.
You wish to go to the mainland? That's highly irregular. I'm sure you've heard that they've restricted travel to Mornhold.
True.
I've been a bit worried about the blight. What's your reason for wanting to go to the city?
Oh, even though it's been reported the blight is gone from Vardenfell, they're still worried about possible contamination. She didn't read that line. I fear I've been marked by the Dark Brotherhood, and I wish to investigate.
I can see why you'd want to get that cleared up. That's dangerous business, though. I can't say I'd be happy to send you off on that sort of fool's errand. If you're sure, though, I suppose I can oblige you. If you need to return to Vardenfell, speak with Efate in the Royal Palace. Take care, friend. Those people are not to be taken lightly. I'll send you there when we finish speaking.
Okay. Thank you for the transport.
Share your thoughts, friend.
And you would send us back.
Yes? Do you seek transport to Vardenfell?
Nope, we just wanted to confirm. Okay, well now that we are here, we can go take a quick look outside. Look, we've got brand new species of plants, new cacti, new people to talk to, new uniforms and armor.
Good for the Empire.
I don't know who you are. Who do we talk to about the Dark Brotherhood?
I'm an officer of the Imperial Law. Move along. I don't know why you'd want to go looking for those demons. Some say they live in the sewers beneath the Great Bazaar.
What's the Great Bazaar?
You'll find the Great Bazaar in the eastern section of town. We don't want any trouble there, so mind your manners.
Okay, interesting. Let's pop our map back up. So we don't appear on the world map anywhere in, while we're anywhere in Mornhold, because it's not been coded that way. So it just kind of shows us down here, next to the Oran plantation. But we're not actually here. Mornhold is actually located about here, but official Morrowind, it just kind of like plunks you down and like centers you where the map is, but Tamriel Rebuilt kind of puts it all to scale and to perspective, so technically we're actually over here somewhere. So this is kind of useless because there is no, at this point in time with the current release of Tamriel Rebuilt, there is no exterior mapping for Mornhold. So pretty much the whole time that we're here, we're going to be just be using the local map. But he said the Great Bazaar was on the east side of the city.
If a few words can...
Who are you?
For someone to watch your back.
Oh, he's a... He's a mercenary we could hire. Temple Courtyard Plaza Brindisi Dorum. guards' quarters. So, while we have played through the reception area, that's nice. While we've been playing through the main game, most of that I've known all about and known exactly where we're going and what we're doing there, just because I've played through the main game so many times. Tribunal and Blood Moon, I haven't actually... Ooh, the throne room. I haven't actually played through them in their entirety, and I have significantly less experience playing them in general, so there's a lot more for me to learn, and I'm honestly not even sure exactly where we're going. So this is all going to be fresh and new. Well, let's go to the Great Bazaar and go to the sewers and see if we can find... He said it's east, but we don't have a way out of here to go east. He did say east, right? Now this guy, I do know about Gaynor. He'll ask you for money, and if you give him money, he'll ask you for more, and he'll ask you for more, and he'll ask you for more, until he eventually asks you for 1,000,000. If you ever tell him no, he gets so absolutely offended that he vows to come back and murder you for being so rude to him. And then he disappears for about 3 days, and then he'll come back decked out completely in high quality ebony armor with very powerful weaponry, and he is, objectively speaking, the hardest fight in the game because he has 777 for his luck stat, which makes him very difficult to hit, makes him extremely likely to hit you, extremely likely to do like maximum damage every time he hits you, and it just makes it an absolutely difficult fight. So if you talk to him, he says, I'm a bit down on my luck lately, I've never been this way before, I promise I'm always very lucky, and you know, but there's really no way to get around it, because even if you give him everything he asks for, he eventually gets to the point where he asks you for 1,000,000 gold, and if you say yes, and even if you do have 1,000,000 gold in your pocket, he'll respond like, nobody walks around with that much gold in their pocket, you're mocking me, and you still get the same end result. So the best thing to do with Gaynor is to never give him a septum, because you always get the same result.
Hello there. Before you take another step, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gaynor, and I'm an entrepreneur of sorts. I was wondering if I could ask a small favor of you.
Small favor? What favor?
Glad you asked. As you may have noticed, I'm not looking my best at the moment. I'm a little, shall we say, down on my luck.
Down on my luck?
Not something I'm used to. Let me tell
Not
you.
what he's used to.
At any rate, I'm looking for a little starting capital to get things rolling here in Morrowind. I've recently arrived myself as well, and I thought you might be able to help me out. Think you could part with, say, 50 gold?
So we easily could give him a lot of gold, but the end result is you never get any of that gold back, and no matter what you do, if you've ever clicked this favorite topic, you're committed to being attacked by him in 3 days' time. So we're just not going to give him anything.
Are you sure about that? I mean, to look at you, it's obvious that you're a person of means. I imagine you wouldn't even know that the gold was gone. Think about it for another second or two. Think about how much it'd mean to me, about what a great help it would be.
Oh, we don't have game audio. Let me fix that. I apologize. I did not notice that there wasn't game audio until now. Okay, we got the game audio working back, and you should hear the background music. I haven't been reading the lines because they've been speaking them. And then I only just noticed that you couldn't hear anything because the game audio wasn't going through. But now you should be able to hear things.
Ha ha! Quite the communication breakdown we're having
Yeah,
here,
okay. It
isn't
looks
it?
like the audio is
I
going
can
through.
see I'm just not getting through.
I
here.
apologize.
Let me
I was
try
not
this
paying
one
enough
last
attention,
time,
and
okay?
I
It's 10 gold. I know you have it. You won't
should have
miss it.
fixed that.
I need it more than you do. Give it to me, okay?
Oh, before you said 50, now you're saying only 10. I'm not giving you any gold.
No! You don't say no to me. No one says no to Gaynor. Oh, don't you think I'll forget this? I'll remember you and I'll get you for it. I promise you that.
And now we're committed. Really, the easiest way to get out of this is to kill him here and now. But that's murder. And if you wait for him to come back, he has very high quality and very valuable gear to give you. The sewer system in the Great Bazaar, and the bazaar is in the east, so we want to go this way. This is east. Great Bazaar. Okay. This is a little stage where they put plays on for the public. And I think we can join the play.
Hi. You probably want to talk to Marin backstage. He's in...
Yep.
Greetings. I'm Marin Othralis, founder of the Mournhold Players. I'm sure you came here to watch our production of The Horror of Castle Gyr. Well, I'm very sorry to inform you that we won't be putting on the show today. The troupe has its own drama to worry about at the moment.
Oh no, why?
Yes, well, wouldn't you know that the very day we're supposed to debut our show, our lead actor, Tarvis Beleth, comes down with collywobbles. We can't find anyone to take over his part. I would do it, but my expertise is desperately needed backstage. So now I've just got to stand up here and try to drive people away from our heavily promoted
You need
production.
someone who looks
I
like
just wish we
Tarvis.
could- Wait just a minute there. You know, you kind of look a little like Tarvis. I think this might work. What do you say? Would you like to take on the part of Clavides, captain of the Imperial Guard in our production?
Sure, I'll do it.
Fantastic. Here, take a copy of the script. As you can see, people are already starting to gather, so we need to get this show started. I'm sure you know The Horror of Castle Gyr quite well, don't you? Of course you do, so there's no need for a lengthy rehearsal. Review the script for the next 2 minutes, then talk to me again. Make sure you come back within 2 minutes, as our play requires exact timing to pull off correctly.
Okay, let's review the script for
Relax,
2 minutes.
You'll be fine.
2 minutes to review a script is not a long time. It's 16 pages? Oh dear. Dramatis Personae. I'm just gonna cheat. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to... What is this called? The Horror of Castle Ur. Here we go. The play script version of this book. That's what we want. Okay, so there's no way we're going to be able to read all this in 2 minutes, so we're going to cheat. We're just going to pop this onto our second screen so we can see it. And we'll just be like, yep, we're done reviewing the script.
Good job. You're right on time.
And then I'm
Let's
just going
get
to
this show
refer
on
to
the
my
road.
second screen
All
when
you have to
needed.
do is head out there through the door, hit your mark in the center of the rug next to Gurarine, stand still, and deliver your lines. Move quickly through the door. Timing is everything.
I can move quick.
And be careful. The audience knows the play well, and I'll be counting your mistakes. Break a leg.
I'll break your leg.
Good evening to you, Sergio.
What is my line? Good evening, is your master at home?
No, Sergio, it's only me here. My master, Sadura Kennett. Something I can do for you?
Something I can do for you. Possibly. Would you mind if I came in?
Not at all, Sergio. Please, may
I'm a
I offer
cheater.
you some flint?
No, thank you. What's your name?
Anara, Sergio.
Anara. When did your master leave Skatha Anud?
More than a fortnight ago. That's why it's only me in the castle, Sergio. All the other servants and slaves who tend to his lordship travel with him. Is there something wrong?
Yes, there is. Do you know an Ashlander by the name of Sul Karifa?
No, Sergio. I know no one by that name.
What's the next line? Then you aren't likely to now. He's dead. He was found a few hours ago dying of frostbite in the Ashlands. He was hysterical, nearly incomprehensible, but among his last words were castle and Zur.
Beck? That's strange. I suppose it's possible that my master knew this man, but being an Ashlander and my master being of the House of Telvanni, well, if you'll pardon me for being flippant, Sergio, I don't think they would be friends.
That is your master's library? Would you mind if I looked in? This one is the closest, I think.
Please, Sergio, go wherever you want. We have nothing to hide. We are loyal Imperial subjects.
As, I hear, are all Telvanni. Daedric Wagazashi, I'll take that. Was that part of the play? Was I supposed to be attacked? Note from the playwright, this line should be delivered without sarcasm. Trust the audience to laugh, it never fails, regardless of the politics of the locals. Clavize enters the library and looks over the books. The library needs dusting.
Oh my, what's going on? Why did he attack you? Maybe you should talk to Marin.
Oh, I wanted to continue the play.
Oh my, yes, I saw what happened. I hope you can forgive us, but we knew that an assassin would attack sooner or later.
So you knew an assassin would attack?
Yes, well, you see, our lead actor, Tarvis, recently had a somewhat indecent tryst with the daughter of a Telvanni diplomat. The diplomat caught him in the act and vowed revenge. Since Tarvis changes residences frequently, we knew an attack would come during his performance when the diplomat could be sure of Tarvis's location.
So you set me up.
Hopefully. Since you were able to dispatch the would-be assassin, the diplomat won't try again. I know that the services of the Morag Tong are very expensive to
I'm the
enlist.
Grand Master of the Morag
I
Tong.
apologize for using you in this manner, but I hope you understand why it was necessary.
I'm not pleased for having to kill one of my own subjects.
Ah, yes, well, I do intend to pay you in full. Let's see, during the play I didn't count a single mistake. Very impressive, but your acting skills could definitely use some improvement.
That's fair, I'm not a
Here,
good
take
actor.
this gold and this amulet that will improve your acting abilities whenever you need it. Thank you again, and I hope you can forgive us.
I mean, I got a Daedric Wakazashi out of it. That's worth 48,000. What amulet did you give me? Amulet of Verbosity. Fortify Speechcraft 20 to 30 points. You paid me enough gold for me to forgive you. We'll call it good. Okay. Anyway, I came here to the Great Bazaar because I'm trying to get to the sewers. How do we get to the sewers? That looks like a sewer grate, but I can't go in it. That goes to the temple courtyard. Can we get to the sewers from somewhere around here? I'm just kind of hopping around at this point.
Excuse me.
Okay, fine, I'll excuse you. Well, I was hoping if I hopped all around I would see like one of these. The magic shop and the bookseller. Ooh, a bookseller. The Nerevarine, here in Mournhold. Very interesting. Oh, that is me.
What can I do for you, friend?
Why does this one not go through all the way? Ooh, look, Meadow Rise, a new plant. Lots of new plants. Timza come by flowers. There's a bench there. There's a bench there. Clother, pawnbroker, trader. Bizarre sewers. Oh. How did I miss that earlier? Okay, well, we found the sewers. And supposedly the Dark Brotherhood hangs out in here somewhere. Cruel Shard Arrow. Potion of Water Breathing. Potion of Slow Falling. Hi, Anya. Anya does not know you, so Anya has nothing to say. I mean, okay, you don't have to talk to me. Hello. Whoa, okay. Quit resisting my magic, lich. You lich. Hmm. Whoa, there's a lot of undead skeletons making woo-woo noises in here. Okay. Let's see. The Bone Lord has a soul gem that we want. We could go down there, or we can go up here. Let's go up first. These sewers are not very well maintained. Or Old Mournhold Manor District. Well, that's not where we're trying to go. How about down this way? Palace sewers. No, still not where we're trying to go. Okay. What am I... Okay, that... Thank you. Let's try going down this way. Oh, that's just a weird looking part of the rock. So far, not seeing any sign of the Dark Brotherhood. Lots of rats and lots of undead things. Hello.
They're the Black Dart Gang, adventurer. They've robbed me of everything I hold dear.
The Black Dart
They
Gang.
ambushed my lover and me in the temple sewers. Variner held them off while I ran. When I turned to look back, Variner was down. I just kept running. Now Variner's ghost comes to me at night, begging me to come to him, to rescue him. He says he has a message for me. But I can't go down there. I can't face the Black Dart Gang. Variner was a great fighter, but with one dart, he was dead in seconds. They'd kill me for sure.
Okay. I'll help.
I don't know. I don't think you'd stand a chance against the Black Dart Gang. They dress like poor beggars, but they throw deadly poison darts. One is enough to kill you. If you see them, run. But if you see Variner's ghost, speak to him. Perhaps you can bring me his message.
Okay, how will I recognize his ghost?
If you see Variner's ghost, please don't harm him. If you can, listen to him and see if he has a message for you.
Okay. I'll try. What can you tell me about the gang?
If only I could see Variner's ghost and speak with him. Perhaps that could put him to rest. But I can't go any further down here. It's just too dangerous.
Well, considering you're standing right outside this door, are they in here? There's some burned out torches. Your journal has been updated. I found the Dark Brotherhood's hideout. How did I know this was the Dark Brotherhood's hideout? I got distracted and I'm looking for the Black Dart Gang. Well, I guess that will prove that it's the Dark Brotherhood's hideout, if nothing else. Dude, I'm trying to loot a corpse, do you mind? Dark Brotherhood Journeyman. We'll take all of that. I don't want the blade, but we do want the armor. It's worth a good pretty penny. Oh, look at this architecture. Oh, you successfully paralyzed me. Good job. Oh, we're taking quite a beating. Let's drink a health potion. Dark Brotherhood Operator. That explains why you hit me a lot harder. What is that? Adamantium, Jinx. Blade of Wounds. Take all of that too. Okay, let's ditch the weapons we don't want to keep. We don't care about iron anything. That's for 4100 worth keeping. Might as well just equip that arrow. That's worth 1500 worth-ish keeping. A book that's worth taking. Whoa. We'll take all of that. Nothing in the corner here. Am I an Inwa? We'll take all that, but we'll ditch your silly little dagger later. Oh, you're stronger than average. We'll take all that. Yeah. Here's another adamantium jinx blade. We'll take all of that. These Dark Brotherhood assassins ain't nothing. Morrowind Manor. Okay, this is all caved in on this way. So we've got this Morrowind Manor place. This goes further in. There's more assassins here. Ooh, a Daedric Tonto, we'll take that for sure. I just kind of jumped down, didn't investigate very well. I don't think there was anything to grab along the way. Bazaar Sewers. Didn't we come from the Bazaar Sewers? Okay. So, they told me to go to the Bazaar Sewers, but really I should have gone to the Manor District Sewers. Because that's where we are now, and this is where all the Dark Brotherhood are. Hey. Journeyman. Iron Viper Blade. Something else we don't care about. And Operator has better weapons. Okay, so there is Morrowind Manor, and then what's this one up here? Morrowind Manor also. Well, I guess we're going into this Morrowind Manor. Take all of that. Kill the rat. Kill that rat. We'll kill some more assassins. Take all the good stuff. And the more good stuff. Oh. Take all that. Take all that. Let's actually ditch some of these weapons that we don't care about. A few good Daedric weapons, but these iron ones we don't care about. The adamantiums are still maybes. Morrowind Manor Courtyard. That's just a door. Let's check this for traps. No trap. Kill the rat. Oh, dang it. I thought I could talk to you for a second. Ooh, you've got a Daedric longbow. Those are rare. I also have one of those. There's a reason I don't use it in close combat. No. Tell my liege, I have failed. Who's your liege? I'll tell him. I would have let you live if you would have just talked to me. Dire Viper Arrow, yes please. Dark Brotherhood Contract. The bearer of this document, under special dispensation of the Night Mother, who has entered into contract in perpetuity with H, is given special dispensation to execute Nerevar, a dark elf recently residing on the island of Vardenfell. In accordance with all laws and traditions, the aforementioned personages will be executed in the name of H, in the most expedient manner possible. All services of the Dark Brotherhood are at the disposal of the bearer of this binding and non-disputable document. So whoever this H person is, they wanted us dead. Interesting. Empty skooma vial, matzah. Well. Dondras Vools is a dead man. Let's check the courtyard. Ooh, more people to kill. Well, you're not the Black Dark Gang, but you are the Dark Brotherhood. We'll take all of that. We're getting dangerously close to our carrying capacity. Oh dang, you got me good. Let's drink a health potion. Tim's a come-by flowers. Why were you stronger than anyone else? Okay, that's over encumbered. Let's start dropping these adamantium blades that we don't really care about. Okay, there's more going on here. Huge underwater place. This corpse has a Daedric arrow embedded. Oh no, that's an iron arrow. The coloring made me think otherwise. Nothing in that little chest. You just got a bone mold longbow. I guess I only just noticed today that the fletching on an iron arrow looks a lot like the fletching on a Daedric arrow. Nothing interesting in the water. Oh, I lied. Something interesting over here. Some silver items. 400 gold. Potion of water breathing. Can I get out of the water, please? Thank you. We could levitate up there. There's a bridge that leads over there too. Let's levitate. And then let's put our good amulet back on. This amulet has saved our butt more than a few times. Oh, we could have just parkoured to this little ledge, huh? But of course I didn't know that. Didn't see it from down there. Maybe that wouldn't have taken us anywhere anyway. We'll just go up to the top and then work our way down. Okay, so this is nothing, and this is nothing. Torch here. That makes just a waterfall. That's caved in, so it doesn't go anywhere, so there really wasn't another way around to find our way up here if we didn't levitate. No, don't get stuck in the waterfall, please. This is going to be disappointing if there's nothing at all to find up here. But maybe there's not. There's not always something to find. Oh, expensive shirt for Shara on my death. Adamantium boots. Adamantium bracers. My dearest love, I have failed you, but how? I brought you sacks of comberry, crates of fine clothes, and chests of gold. But still you spurn my affections. I killed the traitor who robbed you, and still you refuse me. I have sat by your house day after day, rain or sun, waiting for a hint of your affection, but to no avail. I grow weary of this life. Since you have not yet arrived here to meet me, I can only assume the worst, that I will never feel your soft arms around me, or watch you sleep without having to fear the guards that now patrol your land. Goodbye, my darling. Think of me fondly and often, and without reaching for your knife. Okay. So, homeboy was fancied a girl, tried to woo her, it didn't work, told her to meet him here in this weird abandoned cave. She didn't, so he took off his clothes and his armor and just jumped into the water. And then this corpse must be his corpse. That would also explain why there was a whole bunch of money here if he's rich enough to do all those things. Well, that explains the corpse in here. Okay, so what is up here? We'll also want to levitate up here. Oh, yay, goody, more Dark Brotherhood fools. Let's put our good amulet back on. Oh, we should rest and meditate on what we have learned. Okay, let's take all that. And we'll take all that, and we're going to be over encumbered soon. This is just a dead end, isn't it? There's nothing here. Yeah, there's nothing here. It's just a dead end. What about this way? Contract written on the order of H. Should give me some clues to who wants me dead. Report my findings to a guard. Okay. Well, we'll finish exploring here and then we shall report our findings to a guard. We'll finish killing the rest of these assassins. Adamantium helm. Worth 5,000. Might as well grab it. It's the only thing here in this whole end chamber. So it's probably like supposed to be considered the top prize of getting this far. Okay. Well, we've got a whole lot of Dark Brotherhood armor to sell off. Let's see, do we have any more weapons we don't care about? Daedric, we want to keep all the Daedric things, they're worth a lot. That's worth over 4,000. That one, that's arrows. We want to keep the arrows. Okay, yeah, I guess we're keeping all of that. That goes to that courtyard that we just finished. So was this a manor at one point? Has that guy's corpse been here like so long that the whole manor got buried under? Like, is this like a real place before the Dark Brotherhood moved in and decided to take over? Okay, so now we are over encumbered. Alright. Do we even want to keep taking all this Dark Brotherhood armor? We don't need the money, and it's not actually worth all that much. Based on the... Yeah, I'm just actually gonna revert what I said. We're only gonna take the good weapons, and we're gonna stop taking all of this armor. Oh dear, there's so much of it. Well, that's fine. That's enough to let us keep moving. And then it'll honestly just be quicker just to throw it at a merchant later. Once we find a merchant. Ooh, gold. That's just a regular door. We'll open that later. Torches. Flynn? Flynn. Do we need more Flynn? No, we have 2 on us. That's fine. Scuttle and Hackaloli. That's also just a door. Let's check for traps. No traps. Iron Viper Blade we don't care about. Just a pillow. Check this one for traps. Still no traps. Am I? Am I an Inwa? Are you sure that you're not the Inwa? Silver Dagger we don't care about. Silver Dagger we still don't care about. Okay, that was it. That was the whole Dark Brotherhood. Let's get Divine Intervention. Will it work from here? Yes, it will. Nice. Okay. Whoa. That's a cool statue. I went through the wrong door, though. I wanted to go this way. And then this way is to the Great Bazaar, and there were people in the Great Bazaar who buy things. So we could... Magic shop, armory. Armory, people buy armor. Let's buy 1 hammer. Ooh, you have Grandmaster quality hammers. That's pretty good. She has 10,000 gold. That's awesome.
What's
How
good
come I
for the
didn't know
Empire
about
is
that?
good for business, citizen.
Maybe I did and I just forgot. We're gonna fix up our things just so we can get maximum value out of selling them. Tinkety tink time. Oh, I should have bought more than 1 hammer. Oh yeah, I'll buy like 4 more. We'll just buy 5, whatever. Doesn't matter, we're gonna make more than enough money back from selling these things. Tinkety tinkety tink 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 tinkety tink. Shoot, maybe 5 wasn't even enough. It's gonna be close. Oh, so close. Okay, well, here, you fix that. Never try to have someone fix your bound weapons. It will cause a glitch that means you will never be able to remove them. Okay, so let's sell you that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. 42,000. Okay, I know I said it's not worth very much compared to what we normally go for, but that's still more than I was expecting. So let's get this down to around 10,000, okay? 10,808. That's fine. We'll settle for exactly how much that you do have. She's got glass pauldrons and glass pauldrons and bracers, which is interesting because those are some of the most difficult to get items. Okay, well, if we're going to be coming back here later, I mean, we might as well come back here later and sell her more things because we've got over 30,000 worth of things here. I did not know that we... Bookseller. How much money does this bookseller have?
Expected to see the Nerevarine here in Mournful.
5,000. This is a very profitable bookseller. Nice. Trader? How much money does this trader have?
I suppose you've come to trade.
8,000. Well, we might as well come sell more armor to this trader. Pawnbroker. Pawnbrokers buy things. You only have 1,000. Okay. And a clother. Clothers don't buy armor. Well, we might as well... go sell these things across the way, get our money right here and right now.
Hello there. I suppose you've come.
You want a whole lot of mismatched Dark Brotherhood armor?
There's little else in the world worth doing.
Yeah, 8,768. Let's take
women. It's all
some of these back. How much are these worth? $500. Okay, I did that backwards, didn't I? Where did they go? There they are. Seller max. Offer. Perfect. Then let's go sell these remainders to the pawnbroker who has exactly 1,000 available to sell. Seller max. Offer. Perfect. And just like that, we just made 19,000 more gold. We have an adamantium helm, which I'm not sure what we're doing with. Is it better than Drow? We should look that up. Morrowind medium armor. Adamantium armor is only a partial set, and its armor rating is 40. Drow armor is a partial set, and its armor rating is also 40, but it weighs less. It's also worth less. So there's only a cuirass, a helmet, and a shield of Drow. And adamantium, you can get everything except a shield. So we might as well collect adamantium armor that doesn't include the cuirass, helmet, and shield. Which also means we could drop this adamantium helm here to sell to her when she has more money again. Okay, we need to find a guard. Do you count as a guard?
Your business.
To talk about the Dark Brotherhood.
It's a touchy subject, and I'm not comfortable talking about it with someone I don't really trust.
But I'm the Nerevarine.
Praise Almsivi. Praise the Nerevarine.
That's right, praise me.
Praise Almsivi. Praise the Nerevarine. The devil is dead.
So a good quirk of the game is if you've ever beaten the game, and you use the Nerevarine dialogue topic with people, it raises their disposition by 10 points every time you use it until you get over 60.
Praise Almsivi. Praise the Nerevarine.
So he liked us 34, we used that topic 3 times, 44, 54, 64, and now if we use it, it won't raise any higher.
Praise Almsivi. Praise the Nerevarine.
But now that he likes us that much, he should talk to us about the Dark Brotherhood.
You believe you've killed their leader? Maybe, maybe not. Perhaps you should speak with Fedris Hlair about this.
Okay, and who's Fedris?
Fedris Hlair is the chief steward of Almalexia. You may find him in the temple reception area.
Okay, to the temple reception area.
Almalexia is healing mother, the source of compassion and sympathy, and protector of the poor and weak.
Thank you. I must be going.
Farewell.
Goodbye. So, temple... She's the temple administrator. Isn't there a temple district? Temple courtyard.
I'm listening.
Reception area, perfect.
It's another
Granny Varys.
Almalexia's conscience. You say you've killed the local Dark Brotherhood leader, have you? And he spoke of his liege before he died. Well, I can tell you that the new king, Helseth, has been rumored to use the Dark Brotherhood's services.
Really?
If he's the one who's after you, you'd better investigate it immediately. Try speaking with Tienius Deletion, his captain. He's a reasonable man.
Okay, King
Helseth is
Helseth,
our
you
new
say?
king, son of Queen Berenzia. I'd like to know what happened to King Athen Lethan and to his young protege, Talon Vandus. It all seems a bit suspicious to me.
Who's Talon Vandus?
He was a very popular figure here in Mournhold, with most people at least. King Lethan thought of the boy as a son, and was grooming him for the throne. Unfortunately, he met with an accident soon after Helseth arrived in Mournhold.
Interesting. That is suspicious. But we weren't here to talk to you.
Justice never.
We were here to talk to somebody else. Fedris Hilaire. Find him in the temple reception area. Well, that's where we are. Oh, that's you.
You're the one who has recently arrived in Mournhold from Vardenfell. I was told of your arrival. I understand you had some problems with the Dark Brotherhood. An interesting group, and usually rather effective. I'm surprised you're still alive. Perhaps you have potential, or they sent incompetence. I believe you might be of service to Our Lady.
Service to Our Lady.
I am always aware of those who might be able to serve Our Lady Almalexia. Few are worthy to do so. The temple and the city is guarded by the High Ordinators, and the Hands fulfill other duties for the Lady. I am her chief steward, Fedris Hilaire. Now, if you wish to be of use, we have some matters to discuss.
Okay, let's discuss some matters.
Perhaps you have already met young King Hlalu Helseth, a foul man, unworthy to sit on a throne. Still, he holds right of succession. The Lady must keep an ever-watchful eye on this king, though, lest he do something that would be detrimental to the temple, our fair city, or perhaps all of Morrowind. Currently, there are concerns about some new recruits that Helseth seems to be training.
Tell me about these new recruits.
A standing army is nothing new in the city, though it is largely unnecessary. Mournhold is protected by her walls from the outside, and by Our Lady Almalexia from within. None would dare mount an attack here. Still, tradition dictates that the king maintain an army. We believe that Helseth is raising quite a different sort of army. A goblin army.
A goblin army, you say?
Foul, vicious creatures. No wonder Helseth has chosen them to be his foot soldiers. I know that the goblins are being trained nearby, though not where exactly. Ask around the city about goblins. Someone will know. I wish for you to find the location of goblin training area. When you do, kill the war chiefs. There should be 2. Sever the head of this army, and the rest will shatter like a scrib. You might rid the city of their 2 Altmer trainers as well. Complete this task, and the Lady will be pleased.
Shatter like a scrib. I like that. Who are their Altmer trainers?
Traditionally, the Altmer have used the goblins to reinforce their armies.
Altmer.
I do not know. Rumor has it that Helseth has contracted 2 Altmer to train his goblin army. If you find these Altmer, it would be a service to rid the city of them as well.
Okay. If we find some Altmer with the goblins, we will kill them too. Do you know about these goblins?
Miserable, horrid creatures. They're vile and vicious. They vary in size from smaller than a Bosmer to larger than a Nord. Some are mindless animals. Others have learned the ways of magic. You'll often see them with trained Durzogs, another filthy creature.
Interesting.
Whatever you want.
Okay, but you wanted me to go talk to...
And mind you say you've killed the local Dark Brotherhood leader, have you? And he spoke
Tienius
of his liege
Deletion,
before he died.
the captain
Well,
of
I can tell you
Helseth's
that the new king,
personal
Helseth,
guard.
has been rumored to use the Dark Brotherhood services. If he's
Or
the one who's after
his
you,
captain, I
you'd
guess
better
I'm assuming
investigate.
personal guard. Where is the throne room then? Where can I find this
Oh, you
Tienius
did.
person? Hey, it's Mehra, but not Mehra Milo. Royal Palace Courtyard.
Time to
Justice
talk.
never sleeps.
Good for the Empire, good for all.
Imperial Cult Services, Guards Quarters. Maybe Tinius is in here somewhere.
In the king's name.
I wouldn't have expected to see the Nerevarine. You want to know who sent the Dark Brotherhood after you? Don't ask me. I don't want any trouble. Speak with...
Okay, Tinius is in the throne room. Thank you. We saw the throne room once before. It was on the other side of this room. Nope, not the basement. Throne room.
I'm the captain of King Helsith's Royal Guards. Is this an official matter, or is there something else you want?
Maybe. What qualifies an official matter?
Yes, I know your name, and I'm Tienius Delician, captain of King Helsith's Royal Guards. I have influence with King Helsith, and King Helsith is known for rewarding his friends. I have an official matter you might be able to help me with.
Okay, tell me about this official matter.
There are rumors among the people about King Lethan's death. Rumors that Athen Lethan did not die a natural death. There's no truth to them, of course. Speak to the people about King Lethan's death. You are not known to them as my representative, and they may be more candid with you. Let me know if you find the source of these rumors.
But did he die a natural death?
That's a silly question. I don't like silly questions.
That sounds suspicious. You're just not willing to say, yes, he did. We'll say we'll take care of it, but we'll not be on your side with this much information.
Report to me when you've learned the source of the rumors about King Lethan's death.
Well, we're here to talk about the Dark Brotherhood.
There's no more to say about that at the moment. Let us speak of other things.
What do you mean there's no more to say about that? You haven't said anything about it. Let me see. TIENIUS. Did I screw something up with my... choice of dialogue? If you read the document signed by H, you'll come to the conclusion the client who hired the Dark Brotherhood to assassinate you is King Hlelu Helseth himself. A new journal entry will come to this conclusion even if you did not as a player. Note that if you use super potions that tend to kill in one blow, make sure you use weaker attacks to get his HP down to near zero but still positive. Otherwise, the final journal entry will not appear when you pick up the contract. See bug section. If you go to Deletion and give him the contract, he'll tell you frankly that it was Helseth who wanted to kill you, and refuses to pay any more attention to Little Matter. Deletion will now have an optional series of 6 quests for the Royal Palace, which will eventually lead you to Hlair for the next phase of the main quest. You can choose to skip the Royal Palace quest and go to Hlair directly. If you went to Hlair first, you can go to Deletion for the side quest later, as long as Barilzar Mazad Band isn't completed yet. And the player levels at which each variant appears. Destins are leveled opponents. Interesting. If you kill wolves, we're not a werewolf. Okay, so...
The king's health to you, Sarah.
Let's see. Speak to the people is the name of this quest? How about the Goblin Army? How is the Goblin Army related to this? Oops. The northern building of Morrow Manor, you'll find the boss. He's a tough opponent, level 55 and over 400 health. He was a pretty tough opponent, that's fair. But he kept using his bow, which made him easy to kill. Any royal guard will direct you to speak with Tinius Deletion, while a High Ordinator should direct you to speak with Phaedrus Hilaire, Chief Steward of Almalexia. Okay. So, we skipped... We did this. Okay, so this is all part of the right quest. We just spoke to an Ordinator first instead of a normal guard, which is the skip half of the stuff option. But we actually don't want to just skip a bunch of stuff, because we actually want to go around with these things.
I'm an officer of the Imperial Law. Move along.
Sure. Do you know anything about King Lathan's
He
death?
was an old man. He wasn't going to live forever.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, the guards, of course, are not going to be the right people to talk to. Mr. Puppy, you're a licky boy. You go licky licky on Daddy's hand. What's the way out of here? The door is locked from the inside and cannot be opened by any means. Oh, pup. Wait, there's another door out on the other side? Oh, okay. We don't need to go there. We want to go back down the stairs. Hey, do you know anything about this guy's death?
Transport to Vardenfell.
Nope, you don't.
If
Do you know anything about this guy's death?
An old man. Old men die. And now Helseth is king. He's our new king, I suppose. I would like to know what happened to King Athin Lethan. Seems a bit odd that the old man died so soon after Helseth arrived in Mournhold. And what about Talon Vandus, Lethan's nephew? Everyone assumed he would be next in line for the throne. Until his accident, that is.
Yeah, that is suspicious. What do you know about him?
Now that was a man who would have been a leader to our people. King Lethan knew what he was doing when he began grooming that boy for the throne.
Good boy.
Of course, that all changed when Helseth arrived. Poor Vandus was found dead soon after.
Daddy loved the puppy. Daddy loved the pup so much. Okay, so you don't know much.
Hello, what can I do for you?
Do you know about this?
The king is dead. Long live the king.
I'll take that as a no.
Yes, I heard the poor man was killed while hunting. Odd that. He was a powerful warrior and should have been more careful. Rumor has it that Athin Lethan was grooming him for the throne. He was Lethan's nephew. I suppose that is a moot point now, though.
You're right, the point is moot now, except it's kinda not. Plaza Brindisi Dorum. We could go ask around here and see if anybody knows if there is anybody around here. Look at this cool statue, though. Almalexia and Mehrunes Dagon. Yeah, she's stabbing Mehrunes Dagon. Look how thin that is. Oh, I lied. It's not as thin as I thought it was. It was just the angle I was looking at it.
So...
Hey.
What are you looking at? No, I'm not paralyzed, and I've never even met a witch, much less been asked to escort one anywhere. Why am I naked? Because it's too damned hot here. You people think that every time you see a naked Nord barbarian, he's been tricked by some witch. So narrow-minded. Now leave me alone.
He was put here purely as an Easter egg slash reference
I'm just trying to cool off a bit. I've never even seen a witch.
To all of the naked Nord barbarians who have been tricked by witches that you could find in the main Vardenfell. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything about the old king's death. But you won't let me talk to you. You're a butt. Okay, there's a beautiful courtyard here, and there's like no people here, only a few guards. Oh. Guards and ordinators, which are just a different kind of guard when you really break it down. The Mournhold gates. The gates cannot be opened. God's Reach.
Hello, nice man. You see Dilborn? Dilborn, my friend. Dilborn gone 3 days now, and Thrud sad.
Oh, that's sad, Thrud. What do you know about the old
He
king?
was an old man. Old men die. And now Helseth is king. Long
What
live
about
the king.
his nephew?
Now that was a man who would have
Yep,
been a
same thing
leader
other
to
people
our
did. Who's
people.
Dilborn?
Dilborn, big and mighty wizard. Dilborn read books to Thrud.
Oh, that was
All
nice
the
of him.
words, big words, 2, maybe 3 times. Now Dilborn gone, no one read books to Thrud. Thrud sad. Thrud miss friend Dilborn. You help Thrud find Dilborn?
I'll help you.
Thrud happy. Find Dilborn now, yes? Thrud see Dilborn go down in sewers near here. Dilborn go to sewers lots to meet friends, Dilborn says. Most times Dilborn back soon, and happy. But Dilborn not back soon now. We go to sewers, find Dilborn.
We go to sewers, find Dilborn. Where is sewers? Thrud, where are the sewers? Oh, there's sewers.
Can't talk now, Outlander. I'm waiting for someone.
Who are you waiting for?
What have we here?
Is it Thrud? Thrud's coming this way.
Interesting. Can't talk now, Outlander. I'm waiting for someone.
Well, Thrud, I don't need you to follow me. I'll go find Dilborn on my own and then come back to let you know what I found. Bunch of crates down here. I'll take that gold. I'll take that gold. Ooh, goblin. Goblin sword. Goblin. That's actually a much better sword than I was expecting to find on a goblin. Why do those goblins have such good swords? The Common Tongue. This broadsheet is a newsletter copied on cheap paper, featuring sensational events in the city of Mournhold. One article describes a list of individuals who died under suspicious circumstances when their interests conflicted with those of, quote, a former prince of the West. The reference is clearly King Helseth, King of Morrowind, formerly Prince Helseth of the Kingdom of Wayrest and the province of High Rock. The Common Tongue. A poet can have no higher purpose than to tell the truth about the human condition. Lord Vivek. Mysteries of the West. I have a little list. They never would be missed. Appearing at the top, 3 names. Anhar Khajiit Male, Martrius Aruntius Imperiumel, Jusol Asili Bretonmel. What do these 3 names have in common? All 3, at one time or another, represented an inconvenience to a western noble prince named Helseth. Anhar was an agent for Eastern ebony merchants. There was an unfortunate scandal concerning improper contracts offered to Helseth as compensation for his assistance in obtaining ebony import remits. I'm not familiar with that word. Remits from the Imperial Board of Census and Excise. Luckily for Prince Helseth, this scandal blew over when no one could be found to testify. Is it just a coincidence that Anhar's health went into a steep decline? Just as he was to testify before the Imperial magistrates, he died a natural death, according to the Imperial coroners. Convenient and timely, perhaps, but natural. Martrius Aruntius was a city alderman of Wayrest. Prince Helseth's liaison with the alderman's married daughter was potentially embarrassing to the prince, especially when Martrius Aruntius forcefully pressed his suit for predatory adultery in Wayrest court. Many thought it strange that Martrius Aruntius should suddenly fall ill and die of exhaustion on the eve of the trial. The suit was settled out of court and charges dismissed. The imperial coroners ruled that Martrius Aruntius had died a natural death. Convenient and timely, admittedly, but natural. Jusol Asili was a diplomatic attaché at the High Rock Embassy in Wayrest. Widely rumored to be an intelligence officer, Jusol Asili was often seen at court, taking a great interest in the affairs of Queen Baranzaya and her family. It is said that Wayrest can be a beastly, uncomfortable palace in the high summer. Perhaps the Breton's constitution was ill-suited to the relentless heat and pestilent swarms over the southern Iliac. Jusol Asili took suddenly ill one evening, and within 3 days he was dead, once again. Imperial coroners ruled that Jusol Asili had died a natural death. Convenient and timely, yes, but natural. These, the common tongue notes significantly, are only the A's on the list. Some have quietly suggested that Prince Helseth was the most accomplished and subtle poisoner in the West. I was going to say, that all sounds like poison. But the common tongue has never seen a single scrap of evidence that would prove such an indictment. Admittedly, the absence of such truth could count as qualifying towards the title of a most accomplished and subtle poisoner. And further, the common tongue does not wish to suggest that King Helseth is a poisoner, or that the recent death of King Athen Lethens was a poisoning, and not a natural death. The common tongue has never seen a single scrap of evidence that would prove such an indictment, and the imperial coroners have ruled that Athen Lethen died a natural death. Oops, I wanted to take that. Click the wrong button. Well, that all sounds pretty circumstantial, but also pretty suspicious. Whoa, you're a tough goblin. You're still alive. Dude, what? I need to drink a health potion. I'm getting pretty beat up here. Oh, I'll drink your health. I just drank one of my own. I don't need yours anymore. Old Mournhold West sewers. Mr. Puppy, you're a good boy. Daddy loves you very much. Oh, hi people. You're regular people.
Well, look what the scrib dragged in. I suppose you're here to rescue our little Dillborn, eh?
I sure am.
I suggest you don't make any sudden moves. You see, when people owe me money, I get a bit touchy. Attack me, and my men have orders to kill Dillborn first. Poor, naked, defenseless Dillborn. But if you're here to settle Dillborn's debts, we may be able to work something out.
Okay, let me talk to Dillborn.
Help me! Do all the talking.
Okay, that's all you have to say is help me?
Oh,
what does he owe?
Come to rescue your little debt-ridden friend, perhaps? How are you doing down there, Dillborn? Not so well, eh? Well, that's what happens to people who owe me money and neglect to pay.
Can you lower it? But what if I tell you how handsome you are?
I shall honor our friendship, too.
Now can you lower it?
Well, I hesitate to set a precedent, but only because I can't abide his constant whining. I'll reduce his ransom to the inconsequential sum of 1,000 septums. Now, are you going to pay for little Dillborn or not?
Sure, here's the money.
All right, he can go. Alum, remove his bracers. Dillborn, never show your face to me again, or I'll slice it off with a rusty spoon, you hear me?
Hey.
Thank you. I am in your debt. Alas, in my present financially embarrassed condition, it is a debt I cannot repay. I hope that, under the circumstances, your own virtue will be sufficient reward. I assure you, I'm everlastingly grateful to be united with my faithful friend Thrud.
Okay, let's get you back to Thrud. Well, I'm gonna have to bring Thrud here, aren't I? Dang it. Okay. Hey, Thrud, come this way.
Dillborn back. Dillborn back. Dillborn. Thrud says Dillborn never go to sewers again. Here, take Thrud's favorite book. It is very good. Many words. On both sides of pages.
Okay, you gave me a book called Trap. Oh, sneak increase. Nice. Oh yeah, we still need to get a level up process. 10 points of agility, but we don't care about it. We literally only want personality or willpower or speed. We need one more level. Is one more level up in speed? I feel like it's one more level up in speed. Let's take off the things that change that. Let's strength. That's speed. The boots of finding speed are flat 200. We know that already. Okay, so yeah, that's... Okay, so we need speed, or willpower, or personality. And we got 1 willpower, 1 personality, and 3 speed. So we'll definitely go for the speed this time, and we might as well go for the willpower. Let's see. I don't know if that was worth 1,000 gold. The route is related to this quest. Thread despawns if he's not in the sewers with you. That's not exactly true. We didn't take him to the sewers, but he was still there where we left him. Okay, well, we'll just call that our reward. Killed some goblins, saved the gambling addict, and hopefully he'll mend his ways.
Who do you think you are?
Okay, so we don't know our way around here very well.
Yes, stranger?
Hello, High
Damn
Pocket.
that villainous Claybrain Nord. I hate him. I swear by the teeth of Molag Bal himself I'll have revenge on that corpus-licking ignoramus.
Claybrain Nord.
Holmar! Inside the bar here. I came in for a drink, minding my own damn business, when that gar-loving drunkard started raving and making fun of me. He grabbed me by the shirt, slid me across the bar, and then kicked me out the door. He'll be singing all of Sarione's sermons at once when I've had my revenge.
What revenge?
Yes, that bastard of a slode-sucking coxcomb. How would you like to help me go in there and teach that flea-bitten, damp worm-infested Nord the lesson of his life?
High Pockets. Sounds like something that's fun, but should we... I don't want to kill a guy. So if the quest involves killing him... And High Pockets will complain about Claybrain Nord Holmar. Apparently Holmar bullied him and threw him out of the bar. High Pockets wants you to accompany and go inside and confront him. You can try to calm the big guy down, but he'll refuse. You may need to kill him or pummel him into unconsciousness. If you offer to buy Holmar a drink, he'll gladly take you up on it and pass out. You still get the reward. Talk to High Pockets again and receive 250 gold and the Ring of Ice Grip as your reward. High Pockets will have a different encounter if you have a copy of Sarione's sermons in your inventory. He has to borrow it for a little while and tells you that the book reminds him of his childhood when his parents would often take him to the temple. If you accept to give him the book, he'll say to come back in a while and he'll give it back. You'll see him naked. Talk to him and he gives you the reward. His ring, his clothes, and the 250 gold. The reward is a bit larger because of the clothes value, and there is now a naked wood elf in front of the winged guard who changed his life because of you. There's a puppy. He's a wuppy. Okay, I don't have to kill him. I can buy him a drink.
Fantastic. You're bigger than me, so I'll follow you.
Is this the bar? That's not the bar. This one is the bar. This is the bar. Is he downstairs, maybe?
Nice to see you, friend.
No, you're not Holmar. You're not Holmar.
It's not often I find
Not are you.
Please speak, though.
Not are you. Maybe he's upstairs.
All right,
Hook!
I'm intrigued.
What's that? Who's...
Go
Huck!
ahead.
Who's there? Huck! Give me another drink, you cockamamie bastard! Huck! Hey! Hey! This must be about that blasted wood. Huck! Elf I just tossed out of here, right? Huck! Hey, Huck! Stupid little wood elves. Back. Huck! Back for another round, eh?
Sure.
Once not enough, you squat. Huck! Dumpy tree frog of an elf. I'll take on you and your ugly Huck friend too.
the voices of Vardenfell mod doing the hiccups is just weird. You're obviously drunk. Why don't you head out and sober up?
Not with that wee little beastie person peering at me with those big round eyes of his. Huck! He's putting a hex on me, I know it. Once not enough, you squat. Huck! Dumpy tree frog.
Can I just
of
buy
an
you
elf?
some drinks?
What? Huh? Well, I'm not one to turn down a drink. Barkeep. Hey, give me 2 more sujamas now. I like one in each hand. That hits the spot. Hey.
Holmar downs his drink. He grins broadly. His eyes struggle to focus. He sways gently, like a tree in the wind. And he has passed out.
Of course. What may I do for you?
Okay, is the guy still outside?
That was a great idea. Maybe we can get the bartender to clear him out of here now. Thank you so much. I don't have much to offer, but here, take this money and my ring as a sign of my gratitude.
No, thank you. You have a very smug face, Mr. High Pockets. Oh, anyway, we were actually supposed to be asking if you know about this guy's death. They're the same things other people have said.
It is always an honor.
Do you know anything about this guy's death?
Rest among his
or this guy?
But he was king in name only. The Dunmer do not, and never have, submitted to kings like the Westerners, regardless of what the Empire said.
Well, that's something new. That's not what anyone else has said so far.
He was a very popular figure here in Mournhold, with most people at least. King Lethan thought of the boy as a son, and was grooming him for the throne. Unfortunately, he met with an accident soon after Helseth arrived in Mournhold. Really a shame. King Helseth is our new king, son of Queen Berenzia. I'd like to know what happened to King Athen Lethan, and to his young protege, Talon Vandus.
Okay.
It all seems a bit suspicious to me.
So you don't trust the official story, but you don't know anything. Got it. Who are you meeting here?
Now, Outlander. I'm waiting for...
You could wait here and talk to me at the same time, you butt. Gion Aluni's house. It's just an ordinator. Let's talk to people in the bar. Bars are good places to talk to people, right?
How can Ratesh help you?
What do you know about this? What do you know about this guy? What do you know about Helseth? Yeah. It's mostly the same thing other people have said. What do you know about it? What if I persuade? Maybe my disposition isn't high enough? No, that's still the same. That's still the same.
I'm sorry, but I'm very busy. I
don't have time to talk. Okay, that's rude.
Hello there. Up for a game of shells?
Game of shells?
Shells, yes. I'll put this coin under one of these 3 mud crab shell pieces I have here, and then mix them up. All you have to do is tell me where the coin is when I'm done, and you'll win double your money.
It's like cups or 3 ladies.
Okay. How much you want to wager?
Let's wager
If you win,
500.
You get double your money back. Great. I'll take that from you. Okay, here goes. Keep your eye on the coin. Oh, too bad. That's not the one. Sorry. Better luck next time. Let me know if you want to play another game of shell.
Sal's the name. Shell's the game.
So he says to that, but we don't actually get to play. Okay, so this is the same paper that we found before. So who is distributing this paper is what we need to find out.
Hello there. Up for a game of shells? They say he died of old age. Maybe so. Dunmer live a long time, but they also know how to keep their mouths shut.
Okay.
You think you're being clever, but I know what you're up to. A rare thing indeed, thanks. Your tone lacks sincerity. You think you're being clever, but I know what you're up to. Thank you, we are truly friends.
That line, they know how to keep their mouths shut, makes me think you
He
know
was
more.
old, but not that old. Maybe he just died, like they said. But maybe someone helped him along. There's a broadside sheet called The Common Tongue. In there it says Helseth poisoned hundreds of people when he was in the West, so why not here? He's our new king, I suppose.
Okay, so journal entry.
Shells the game.
The suggestion seems to be that Helseth has poisoned Athen Lethen. I should report this back. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so we're ready to progress the quest. Now we need to figure out how to get back. I knew a bar would be the right place to go. You can always find someone who will talk in a bar. Plaza, Brinsea, whatever. Royal Palace Courtyard. Reception area does connect to... Oh, no, we need to go upstairs to get to the throne room. And it's this
Yes.
guy.
Is this an official matter, or have you learned the source of the rumors about... Thank you for bringing me this copy of The Common Tongue. I believe this is indeed the source of the rumors. I see no source or evidence for its speculation, just vague falsehoods. Thank you, well done. I'll mention your loyal services and exceptional qualities to King Helseth. And I think we might find you further employment. For example, we lack sources of information in Almalexia's temple. Could you help me find a temple informant?
You want a temple informant?
We need a source of information inside Almalexia's temple. There are rumors of discontent in the temple. Go
For good
to
reason.
Almalexia's temple. Look for someone discontented. Listen sympathetically. And find out whether the temple is willing to accept King Helseth, or whether the temple plans to act against him.
Is King Helseth a supporter of the temple?
King Helseth is a faithful member of both the temple and the imperial cult. Now, will you help us find a temple informant who can tell us whether the temple is willing to accept King Helseth, or whether the temple plans to act against him?
Sure.
Good. Find a temple informant, then report to me if you find out whether the temple is willing to accept King Helseth, or whether the temple plans to act against him.
Okay, so let's...
Long live the king.
We've got a bunch of stuff to drop off. Not a bunch, because most of it we just left with the armorer here. It's not worth taking all the way home. But we do have a level we need to finish taking care of. We're going to do speed. Might as well do willpower, because we can do both of those trainings with Gabrielle, whatever her name is, at the Mages Guild.
Hail, friend. Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here from some other enchantments? Or even
speed, we need
soldiers?
7. 1.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here from...
2.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here for...
3.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are
4.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you...
5.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here...
6.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you...
7. Okay, that should be 10 in speed. And then we'll want to do willpower.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander?
You
or are you here from some
had
other
destruction
enchantments? Or even,
1.
Are you here for scrolls,
We need 9
Outlander?
of these.
Or are you here from some other enchantment?
2.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you
3.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you
4.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you
5.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here
6.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are
7.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander?
8.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here
9. That should be 10 willpower, 10 speed, 10 agility, but we don't care about agility. The 1 personality is a waste, but we're going to have to waste something, somewhere, somehow. And let's click rest. We'll have that 5 to willpower, that 5 to speed, and that 1 point of luck. One more level up in willpower and luck will become our lowest attribute. Speed is almost to full and personality is almost to full. Level 32. So now, and it's just,
Good day,
if I knew my way around Mournhold better,
Tell me your destination.
we wouldn't need to go all the way back to Balmora. But it's the most efficient way to get the levels we need is not to go wander around Mournhold hoping to find somebody. You're still the wrong person. I do that every time. When we know exactly where to go and how to get there. I feel like I should know the way better than having to jump around. But I don't.
Hello,
You.
friend. Are you seeking... Heading
Yes,
back,
please.
Are you? Hope you've gotten all that business cleared up.
Nope,
I'll
we're still
transport
working
you right
on it.
away.
Thank you. Okay, so we got that level handled. Now we need to go to the temple and find someone who will help report at the temple. The temple district is where we shall go. Oh, look, it's Gaynor. Well, 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 look who it is. My dear friend Nerevar. Just my luck that you should stumble in here. Heh. Indeed, it seems my good fortune never knows no bounds. Despite my mistreatment at your hands, I found riches, been able to influence just about anyone I talk to. And can you believe I've never lost a fight? Never even gotten a scratch. Somehow I don't think I'll have a problem continuing that streak, and I owe you. As we said earlier, Gaynor comes back and he is... We're gonna pop a quick save. He is the toughest fight in the game. So I'll just actually go a straight up fight with him just so you can see. Oh, I hit him once. And he's about to kill me.
Get away! I do not wish to fight.
Yeah, he says he doesn't wish to fight. That's just because we got out of his range. So that... Oh, he destroyed my boots. My boots have 0 condition left. They're just that's why I'm not moving very fast. Come on, come on. There's a good puppy. There's a good puppy. Whoopee. Okay. Okay, so we've got our bow. And we've got 1 cruel shard arrow equipped. Oh. And let's equip these dire viper arrows. It's so difficult to hit him. Mr. Puppy. Don't. Don't want to hit that person. Oh, we got him. Come back. Oh, hit him again. Where are you going, buddy? Hey. You can't hit people underwater with bows and arrows. This is not a good idea, because if he does turn around and decide to fight again, he'll kill me a lot faster than I could kill him. So as long as he's running away, might as well. We popped the quick save, right? We should probably do another one just in case. Oh. Good thing I just did another quick save. Was he reflecting some of my damage back at me? Is that what was happening? I didn't even notice because he wasn't turning around to fight me. Okay, let's drink a health potion. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, let's reload that quick save. His "I'm running away from you" state has changed after the quick save. So let's drink a health potion, and then let's do one even better. Let's equip our levitation and get straight out of the water. Oh shoot, levitation magic does not work in Mournhold. I forgot about that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we may have got ourselves in a little bit of a bind. Let's drink that potion. He's coming. Oh Lord, he coming. Stay back. I'll poke you with my sharp stick. Okay, let's drink another health potion. Nope, didn't drink it fast enough. Okay, so let's pop this back to... I can't do it while we're in the middle of a quick save. Or in the middle of a death scene. So we need to get out of the water because the only way we move faster than him is by jumping, and we can't jump while we're in the water. So let's drink 2 health potions to restore our health even faster. And then he one-shot me again. Okay. This was a terrible timing on our quick save. Okay, I can't levitate. I can water walk. I can water walk. Don't forget I have water walking. Now we can jump and get away from him faster. Oh yeah, there is no way that we are swimming all this way.
Sorry, not interested.
Not interested. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Do we even have a chance of hitting him? Oh yeah, we apparently do have a chance of hitting him. Although we took damage because of his reflect effect. I'll still take it. It appears we've worn down the charges on his amulet that makes him dodge. I forget exactly what he has. I just know that he's pretty dang powerful. And as long as he's not smart enough to come out of the water, we can just keep shooting him in the face until we run out of arrows, and then we're gonna have to bash his face in with our sword, which is a more dangerous prospect. And all this, we've only got his health down to about 50%. I have 19 arrows left. Okay, I'll shoot them all into him. I don't care. Mr. Puppy, I hear you walking around. Well, thankfully these arrows don't have any magic effect. So he can't reflect any of our magic effect back at us. What are you doing? Oh, we're out of arrows. Okay, here we go. Well, we can't hit him if we're standing on his head, apparently. Oh, shoot. That's just 2 hits. Oh, shoot. Okay. He is too strong. Okay, so we kind of got a strategy. We'll drink a couple potions. Equip our amulet of water walking. And then we can use that to get away where he can't reach us. From here, is it possible he'll drown if he doesn't come up to the surface? Oh, nope, he just came up to the surface. From here, okay, shooting him with a bow, we managed to get his health down to like half. That's not nearly good enough. We can hit him with our sword and then jump out of the water. Wait for our health to recharge and then go back. Wait for our health to recharge. We do have the benefit of we have lost fights, so we didn't come unprepared like he did. Okay, we've got health potions, we've got utility spells. Let our health recharge a bit. And let our health recharge a bit. He's almost down. He's getting pretty close. Got him. Your journal has been updated. I have killed Gaynor. That's all that it says. He has an ebony longsword, a full set of ebony armor, and Gaynor's amulet, fortify luck 15 points. Okay, well, we do want all of that. We can just leave his corpse here to rot for being such a butt. We do want... I did not have my... Oh yeah, because I was using the water walking amulet. This would have helped. We would have resisted his attacks 25%. We would have had our health very slowly, but still restoring a bit, and been absorbing some of his spells. Puppy, I love you. I'll throw the ball for you because I love you. Ready? Go! Good boy. Okay, well, you dead now, boy. Okay. Bless you. Okay, we need to find a temple informant.
Really? Say your piece.
Hi, Pup Pup. You're a wup wup. Did you know that? Did you know that you were a wup wup? You want me to throw the ball again? I'll throw the ball. There you go. I threw the ball.
Give to the temple and receive the blessings of Almalexia.
I don't want the blessings. Is there any discontent in the temple?
Of course there is discontent in the temple. There is discontent everywhere. Why shouldn't there be?
Okay, but I'm the Nerevarine. Surely you can tell me more.
Praise the Nerevarine. Of course there is discontent in the temple.
But you're so beautiful.
Your words, they make me feel, well, special. Of course there
Okay, she's just not going to tell us more than that. Let's go inside and talk to Granny. Hi, Granny.
This temple is clean as Almalexia's conscience said. And these are difficult times with much suffering. There are enemies all around. Yes, there is discontent, but our faith in Almalexia, mother of all, heals and sustains us.
That's nice. Okay, what is the journal topic of he wants us to find an informant?
This temple is clean as Almalexia's conscience.
Will you need to ask around about King Helseth?
King Helseth is our new king, son of Queen Berenzia. I'd like to know what happened to...
Well, what's the status with the Goblin army? These are difficult times, with much suffering. There are enemies all around. Yes, there is our new young king. He is ruthless.
Mr. Puppy, that's a ball, and I'll throw it for you because I love you. The High Chapel Infirmary. We might find someone discontented in the infirmary. Oh yeah, we want to pop this back to local. Why do I keep... Do I keep making it? I don't remember making it go to world. You're very pretty.
Thank you.
Any discontent?
I am a faithful believer, but Almalexia makes me uneasy. For the last 50 years, the Tribunal stopped walking among us, stopped listening and speaking with us. This worried me and made me sad. Were our gods abandoning us? Were they growing weak? But since Almalexia has lately come among us again, I feel more worry, not less. Her face glows brightly with hope and power, but her words seem dark and bitter.
I'll listen patiently and sympathetically.
Almalexia's homilies are full of compassion, understanding, wisdom, and acceptance, but now her sermons seem more intent on destroying the wicked, punishing the foolish, and rewarding the faithful, the unquestioning, obedient faithful. Yes, these are difficult times, and in difficult times to survive we must be hard. I tremble for the failing of my faith, but the God I once loved now frightens me.
And how do you feel the temple relates to King Helseth?
Helseth has murdered King Lethan and stolen his crown. It does not matter that King Lethan was a fool. He was our fool.
I can respect that.
So long as the Puppet King was a joke, we all could laugh and ignore him. Helseth is not a fool, and no one is laughing. If Helseth seeks in earnest to be king, then Almalexia and the temple are sworn in earnest to destroy him.
Interesting. Okay, I'll probably destroy him too.
Walk in the light.
Oh, dude, why are you in the way? Okay, so... Okay, yep, so that's the information we'll want to report back. Mr. Puppy. Mr. Puppy, you're a bit ridiculous. Did you know that? Did you know that? Oh, wait. We're not trying to go here, we're trying to leave, which is the big door. Actually, what we should do is go to the Great Bazaar. We can go to the Armorer and fix our boots of blinding speed so that we can run fast again. And then, if she has money again, if it's been a full day, it has, we could sell her more of these things that are sitting on the ground. You know what? Let's buy a Grandmaster's hammer. We haven't ever used one of these before. A single tink and it's fully repaired. That's amazing. Where's our sword? Where's our sword? Hey, we got a level up from that.
What's good for the Empire
Okay.
is good for business, citizen.
Let's buy all three of those. We don't care how much money we're spending because we're going to get it back when we sell you our things. Oh man, we got some failures. Okay, we've got things to sell to you. You should buy this and buy those. Oh, that's already over the amount of money that you can give us. Let's get this down to right about 10. Okay, that's close. Let's hit max. Let's offer. Perfect. We are over encumbered. Okay. Let's drop this here. This Dark Brotherhood stuff that you can't afford because you're poor. That was the bookseller. That was the healer? Magic shop, okay. But the trader and the pawnbroker both buy
Hello there.
regular
I
items.
suppose you've come to trade, and that's fine.
So
with
you
me.
can buy
Azura knows
this,
there's little else in the world worth
5,000.
doing. None of the rest of it matters. Adventuring, fame, women. It's all pointless.
How much is that worth? That's worth 10,000. Okay. Okay, I guess we're just going to leave some value on the table there, but it's the best we can do with the amount of value that you have. And we don't have anything that's worth so little, it's worth selling to the pawnbroker who only has 1,000. Okay, let's see. We've got some weapons that we don't care about. We've got exquisite pants and shirt that we also got off Gaynor. Now let's see. We have to put the boots of blinding speed back on and put our shield back on. We want anti-blind before we put the boots on.
Is good for business, citizen.
So they won't blind us. Perfect, okay. And now we're fast again.
Blessings. May all speak well.
Is this the way out? No, that is not the way we wanted to go. So it must be this way. Yep, Temple Courtyard.
Trust in God.
And maybe there's a more efficient way to navigate around this place, but I don't know it. But let's see if we can figure this out. When we were at the throne room, there was another door that we didn't use. It said it went to the Imperial Cult building. So maybe this connects to the throne room. Maybe we can find a second way. Baron Zaya's chambers.
Approach and be recognized, my
Oh,
good
it's Baron Zaya herself. Hello.
Ah, you are the one recently arrived from Vardenfell. What is it you wish to ask?
Your son hired the Dark Brotherhood to kill me.
Not a group of people to be taken lightly. Their reach is far and their methods well honed. Take care when dealing with them.
Yeah, well, it was your son who sent them
He is
after
my
me.
son. He is also the king of Morrowind.
He's a terrible king. He killed this guy.
I'd only met the man once or twice myself, but he left a strong impression. Smart, charismatic. He could have been a leader of our people.
He should have been.
I am sorry for his widow. He was an old man and had lived a rich and rewarding life. That is little consolation to those left behind.
Okay, well, this is not what I was looking for. Guard quarters. Throne room. Perfect. Okay, so we did find the other way around. Hi, Karad, you're not who we're looking for.
Is this an official matter? Have you discovered a temple informant?
Kind of, yeah.
Galsa Andrano speaks her mind, and from what you say, sounds sincere. You handled her well. The temple seems to recognize that King Helseth will not be content to be a puppet like King Lethan, and plans to act against us. Very good work. The king will hear of your loyal service. Now you can help us with another matter. King Helseth is concerned about possible disloyalty among the guards.
Disloyalty among the guards? What forever why? Whatever for? Who would be disloyal to such a wonderful king, who's clearly not poisoning all of his subjects who don't treat him as if he was a god?
I've replaced many of the former king's guards with more reliable men. But I had to keep some experienced guards, and I can't be certain of their loyalties. I will pretend you wish to join the royal guards. That's your excuse for talking to the guards, sounding them out, and looking for evidence of disloyalty. If you find any hint of treason or evidence of disloyalty, report it to me. Take no action. Report to me, and I will judge what action is appropriate.
Any specific guards?
I'm not certain about any of the former king's guards. Ivo Othraloth, Evelyn Irano, and Aleri Aren. None of them are particularly clever. Not stupid enough to admit treason, but perhaps not clever enough to hide evidence of it.
Okay, we'll do it.
Good. If you find evidence of disloyalty among the gods, bring it to me.
So Evo, Ilvulin, and Aleri are people we need to look into.
I'm an officer of the
Hey,
Imperial.
you're one of those people. You're so shiny in your armor.
I shall honor our friendship too.
I want to join the Royal Guard.
What did TESIII Deletion send you to me for? If he wants you to be a Royal Guard, then you'll be a Royal Guard. Nothing to do with me.
Look at his teeth.
How do I like it?
Look at
you
his
think
teeth.
I was born yesterday? My mom didn't teach me to blabber to strangers, so old King Lethan was a bit of a fool. But he was good to me, and King Helseth is no fool. He's got to keep some experienced men like me around. All these new fellows like you. Someone's got to teach them their business, because they don't know it.
Mention your Hlelu connections. I don't have any Hlelu connections.
You hear folks say old King Lethan was a fool. Well, folks should keep their mouths shut. Maybe he was a fool, but lots of folk are fools.
I can respect that.
Maybe he had no business being a king, but that's what he was. So folks should show some respect to the old fellow. What did TESIII Deletion
What about King
say?
Helseth?
It's an honor to serve. It is my honor to serve King Helseth and Queen Berenziah. That's right. Just what I said. An honor.
Okay, you don't sound like you actually think it's an honor. That's good to know. Was Dara Denny Ferrano one of these people?
Move along.
You're very shiny.
Yes, later, I'd love to. I've had worse jobs. TESIII Deletion knows what he's doing. He offered me a position, and I took it. Deletion is a hard ass, but he's fair. I got no complaints. He's dead. He doesn't matter. I've had worse jobs. King Lethan was a joke king. King Helseth is a real king. I like to be on the winning side, and King Helseth looks like winning to me.
Evo, you were one of the people we were supposed to talk to. I know that one for sure. You have a very pointy helmet.
I shall honor our friendship too.
Yeah, that's what pointy helmet means.
I don't care. If TESIII Deletion thinks you're qualified, that's fine with me. How do I like being in the Guard? I'm new here and haven't formed an opinion, but I know and
You're
trust
new
TESIII
here.
Deletion and
We were
expect you to do
explicitly
right
told
by
you're
me.
one of the old guard.
Don't know anything about him. I'm new here. I don't care. I bet he makes a bad enemy. Hard to tell what he's thinking, but if I do my job right, I know TESIII Deletion will take care of me.
Interesting. Drusus
I'm an officer of the Imperial Law. Move along.
You've got very nice dedication to your duty.
A rare thing indeed, thanks.
You're welcome.
Your tone lacks sincerity.
But I mean it.
Your tone lacks sincerity.
I do mean it.
I shall honor our friendship too.
That's what I thought. Now join the Royal
My father
Guard.
had the honor to serve King Helseth and Queen Berenziah in Wayrest. My family has served the Queen for 3 generations. I don't know your qualifications, but I presume you've satisfied TESIII Deletion, or we wouldn't be talking.
Okay.
It is improper to speak ill of the dead.
Oh, but you would have ill things to say
My
about
father
him.
had the honor to serve King Hel. It is my honor to serve King Helseth and Queen Berenziah. Morrowind is lucky to have him.
Okay. So far, only that guy seems to have any
The
problem.
King's health to you, Sarah. Yes. Is this an official matter, or is there something else you want? If people ask you questions about your background and qualifications, play the close-mouthed professional. Tell them to mind their own business. But I'll let slip my concerns about you hiding close dealings with House Hlaalu in the past. Only a fool would share confidences with a stranger. I am a royal guard. Have you found any evidence of disloyalty among the guards?
Kind of, maybe.
So Trells Varys is the anonymous writer of the Common Tongue. And Trells Varys is dead? Your solution is simple and elegant. We are very satisfied with your service. You have earned our generous reward and our most sincere expressions of gratitude. There's one more official matter. Go to Lady Berenziah. She's asked to speak with you.
What? The audio that it was saying was, you've earned a most generous reward, go speak to Lady Berenziah. But the words he said aren't about that. They're not the words that were on the text at all.
Move along. What did TESIII Deletion send you to me for? If he wants you to be
I have
Royal
Hlaalu
Guard,
connections.
then you'll be
Nudge, nudge,
alone.
wink, wink.
Really? Does TESIII Deletion know that? Did you talk to Aleri Aren? You should tell her that your house Hlalu. Really. But don't tell Tienius Deletion. Just tell Aleri Aren.
Talk to Aleri Aren? Is that this person? Is that... Who was that person?
The king. Yes. Is this an official map? Have you found any So Trells Varys is the anonymous writer of the Common Tongue. And Trells Varys is dead? Your solution is simple and elegant. We are very satisfied with your service. You have earned our generous reward and our most sincere expressions of gratitude.
Hey, there's some kind of glitch going on with this, I think. Let's go back. Oops. Next is speak to the people. We did that. Temple informant, we did that. Disloyalty among the guards. Okay. So his voice is bugged, but we're still following it properly. We do need to find this Aleri Aren person. They're in the guard quarters.
Justice never sleeps.
Does this connect to the guard quarters directly? No, it does not. Okay. That's okay. We can just go out this door, and then guard quarters are this one? No, this one.
Justice never sleeps.
Yeah.
What do you want with me?
I wouldn't have expected to see the Nerevarine here in Mournhold.
Hey, we're actually told to talk to you about this.
I've been a royal guard all my life, and so was my mother and her mother. I served King Lethan for many years, and now I'll serve King Helseth. Long live the king, and long live the emperor. It's none of my business, of course, but why do you want to be a guard? He what? Evelyn Irano told you to tell me about your Hlalu connections, and told you not to tell Tienius Deletion? I have no idea what that's all about. Are you sure you heard him right? He's not the brightest star in the sky. He gets confused sometimes. I wouldn't worry about it. I'll talk to Evelyn Irano later when I get a chance. I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding.
Yes, later, I'd love to.
I've been a royal guard. He what?
Okay, that's still the same thing.
Tell me about you. I've been a royal guard. What about him? He was what he was. He was the... I've been a royal guard. It is my honor to serve King Helseth.
Okay, yep. You're smart enough not to say something stupid, but the other guy ain't. Hee. So we can go back to the throne room now.
Justice.
And let him know about that person.
Justice.
Yes. Is this an... Have you found any evidence? So you spoke to Aleri Aren about your Hlalu connections, as Evelyn Irano suggested. And Aleri Aren acted like she didn't know what he was talking about. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps Aleri Aren was covering up for Evelyn Irano. See if you can find some more tangible evidence of disloyalty.
Okay.
The nine and the...
Go to his quarters. Got it. How do we know which room is his? I don't know, but we need to go downstairs.
Whatever you want.
And it is after 8, so this is probably going to be the last quest that we do before we end the stream for tonight. I only just noticed the time. Imperial Cult Services. That's the jail. We don't want to go to the jail.
Justice. City of
So many guards in here.
What do you want with me?
City of
It's almost like they live in here or something. Legion Depot. Hey, all these chests are... Let's pop a quick save. Just in case someone walks in. But there's no guards here now. Oh, actually, there's a handwritten note. A curious copy of a guard duty roster for the past several weeks. The handwriting is tiny and almost illegible, with frequent misspellings, but 3 names are always correctly spelled. Milvella Draylen, Evelyn Irano, and Aleri Aren. And those watches, when all 3 are the only guards in the throne room, have been underlined twice. That's probably going to count as evidence as far as this is concerned. Hey, security skill is pretty nice now. We don't care about forks and knives and spoons. Come on. Thank you. Ooh, we'll take the gold. We'll take that amulet. Nothing there we want. Okay, well, we didn't get caught.
Justice never sleeps. Whatever justice never sleeps.
What do you want with me?
Nothing. I want nothing with you. Let's go back to the throne room.
Justice never sleeps.
Hey there, buddy.
Yes. Is this an have you
Yes.
found any evidence? This is
Kind of.
Evelyn Irano's handwriting on the note you found. He notes the watches when Drullan, Aaron, and Irano are the only guards in the throne room. I believe I'll change the watch schedules to prevent that, and I'll need to keep a close eye on all three. Very shrewd work. You've brought me
Thank
clear
you.
evidence of disloyalty among the guards. Now I need your help finding evidence of conspiracy against King Helseth among the Hlalu nobles. The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Okay, so that looks like where that quest ended. Did we mess anything up? At least that's what she says. As your journal entry, for the matter, says, Ilaria may be covering something up that Arano should have said. Turn to Tinius with this information. He'll suggest you look through Arano's possessions in the guard quarters for any further evidence on the matter. He'll warn you not to be noticed, or you will be charged with theft like a common criminal. Find a chest belonging to Arano at the top area of the guard's quarters. It is plainly labeled with a 50 level lock. There's nothing in the chest that seems suspicious, but a careful search of the floor around the chest reveals a small handwritten note containing the roster of guards for the past few weeks. Be sure to watch out for the patrolling guard so he doesn't see you when you take the note. Suggests Arano is planning something when only certain guards are in the throne room. Take this note back to Tinius. Return to Tinius with the note and he will gladly accept it, saying he'll change the watch schedules to prevent anything bad from happening. Make sure you do not have a bounty on your head or else Tinius will find you like any other guard. Underneath Arano's pillow is another note, a copy of the Common Tongue. Well, we already have a couple copies of that. Right there. Okay, so that's where we're going to end it today. He wants us to find evidence of... What do you say?
Yes.
Corruption?
Have you found any evidence of
Disloyalty?
disloyalty among the guards? You've brought me clear evidence of disloyalty among the
Evidence
guards.
of conspiracy,
Now I
that
need
was
your
it.
help finding evidence of conspiracy against King Helseth. The old king's Hlalu supporters haven't accepted King Helseth's succession to the throne with good grace. Maybe they think that another candidate, a Hlalu candidate for example, would be better. Maybe they have some plan to express such a preference. If so, I doubt they would be candid about it. But maybe you should search Lethen Manor for documents, diaries, or other tangible evidence of such plans.
What can you tell me about Lethen Manor?
That is a matter for you to study. Only the widow of the dead king, Ravani Lethen, lives at Lethen Manor now. There might be guards. Perhaps you should go to offer your condolences to the widow and have a look around.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Good. If you find evidence of conspiracy, bring it to me.
Okay, so that's what we'll be getting to tomorrow. So for today, that is as much as we're going to get done. It is high time that we end the stream. So Jess, we appreciate you being here. Glad that you're able to make it. Any other silent supporters not participating in chat, that is A-okay. You don't have to participate in chat. We are still very happy to have you here, and we appreciate you being here. We hope everyone watching has a great night, day, morning, evening, whatever it happens to be for wherever you are in the world. And as always, take care.